Hey everyone, welcome to my first devlog for PixelPulse. I'm Vadim, 35 years old, full-time software developer specializing in .NET and C#. Recently I've decided to dive into game development as a hobby and a new challenge for me. I've always loved playing video games, but I never really thought about making one myself. When I decided to start game development, I knew I wanted to create something that reflects my personal interest. That's where my love for neon aesthetics, outrun, synthwave comes in. I also enjoyed movies like Tron Legacy, these visuals and this amazing Daft Punk soundtrack. All of these elements came together to form the idea for my PixelPulse game. I'm creating this devlog series for several reasons. First, I'm completely new to game development. I have no experience in drawing or pixel art, and I've never considered myself a creative person. Despite this, I find the process new and exciting. These videos are gonna serve a way to document my journey, keep myself accountable. My goal is to finish and release this game. I also want to demonstrate that even without any artistic skills, anyone can attempt and try game development. Through the series I'll share my process, a lesson learned and a lot of mistakes. Let me introduce you to PixelPulse. It's a game inspired by Tron-style gameplay. Players move around in some neon arenas, leaving trails behind them. The goal is to outmaneuver opponents, making them crash into these trails or arena walls. It's actually very similar to classic Snake game playstyle. To make things more interesting, I made an AI-controlled bots as opponents. This should create more dynamic and unpredictable gameplay. For the visuals, I'm trying to do some synthwave vibe that I love. Since I'm not an artist, I'll be working with simple geometric shapes and bright colors to create this aesthetic. For developing PixelPulse, I decided to use Godot game engine. First, it's free and open source, which is great for someone just starting out in a game development like me. It's also well suited for simpler games like PixelPulse, so it should have all the features I need without being overly complex. As for the language, I'll be using C#. The choice was pretty straightforward for me because I already know this language, and using a familiar language will help me focus on learning game development concept without also having to learn a new programming language. Now, let me show where I am with PixelPulse. To be honest, that's not much yet to see. It's a very early beginning. It's basically nothing, just this one sprite moving on a background. But I already was able to export this project to the iOS. There's nothing else, no obstacles, no bots. You can even go outside of the playing area, and yeah, that's it. For the next steps, I'm gonna focus on these three main areas. First, I want to finish the controls. Second, I want to add some AI-controlled bots to actually play against them and try to outsmart them. And lastly, I'm going to start working on the arena layout, which will involve designing the tile set, tile maps, and adding some walls or obstacles, and that should be the start. If you want to see how this game develops, please hit the like button and subscribe for future devlogs. I'd also love to hear your thoughts or suggestions in the comments below. And that wraps up the first devlog for PixelPulse. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the initial concept and inspiration to the current state of the game, which is nothing, and what I'm planning to work on next. I'm really excited about this project, and I'm looking forward to sharing more of my progress with you as I continue developing the game. There's still a lot to learn and a lot of work ahead, but I'm actually very inspired and looking forward to it because it's so much fun. Thank you for watching.